In this video, Harvey Rosen, author of several books on garnishing, will illustrate how to create works of art from common vegetables. Whether you are a weekend gourmet or a caterer, you will be impressed by his uncommon creations. There are two parts to this video. In the first part, you'll see how to make beautiful garnishes yourself with just a few simple tools available from Mr. Rosen. In the second part, you will see how to make garnishes with a knife or V-shaped decorator.
Here's a tool that was invented over 200 years ago. It's called a twin curl cutter. And this is what made Scotty's in Hartford famous. When you went to Scotty's and you had a steak, their baked potato was something a little extra special. Now place this right in the end of the potato. On the shaft, that's where you put the handle. That's the drive mechanism. Take it and just wind it through. When the rings start to show out the other side, you remove the handle. Now you can't back the tool out. You just pull it forward. To get that started, I like to use the handle like it. Am I going too fast? No? Use that like a key. Just give it a little twist. You'll get two solid curls out of any solid core vegetable. Now there's two of them in there. So take it and just unscrew it. Now you can deep fat fry these just like you do French fries. But I'll show you how to make mother-in-law shrimp out of these. Yes, I call the recipe son-in-law's revenge. But take that potato and you stuff it. If you like cheese, you stuff it with cheddar cheese, chopped meat, sausage. In our book, we should give you some recipes. Okay? Wrap it in aluminum foil and bake it. It is delicious. If you like to make candy cane vegetables, you can use turnips, carrots, yams, beets, and just intermix them. You can simmer them in lightly salted water or pickle them. I'll show you how to do it in the book. Now, when your mother-in-law comes over for dinner, now don't get me wrong, I get along fine with my mother-in-law. Okay? It's her daughter that gives me a problem. You go out and you buy 5 pounds of potatoes. Now, potatoes are pretty cheap, right? You get a ½ pound of shrimp. That starts to get expensive. You take these, you cut these up into little pieces. You bread them, you deep fat fry them, and you mix these in with the shrimp. Give her a couple good stiff cocktails a ½ hour before dinner. And when you spring these on her, she'll think her taste buds went wild. First of all, she'll eat one, it'll taste fine. The next one she eats, she won't be sure what it tastes like. All right, let me show you a few more of our tools. Matter of fact, this is the Crinkle cutter. You might have one of these at home. The corrugations on this particular tool are very pronounced. That's the tool that you want to use to score the outsides of your vegetables. Now, the premise to this profession, what's pleasing to the eyesight is pleasing to the appetite. Spend a couple seconds to score the outsides of your vegetables. Guys, this is what we call scoring. And if you take it and you cut it in slices like this, it is a lot more appetizing when it has that roasted edge. But let's have some fun. Ready for the fun? Take that twin curl cutter, place it right into the center. Now, you won't get a double curl. The center of the cucumber is too soft. But use it to core out the center. Use it on your apples for baked apples. Use it on pears. Now, you can make up a mixture of cream cheese and salmon, some cream cheese and chives. Make it nice and thick, and you pack the inside. Put it in the refrigerator and let it get nice and firm, and just cut it in slices. But if you like, take a carrot and just place it right in the center. If you have any friends that are vegetarians, you cut them in slices like this. They ask you how you did that. You just tell them it was a new seed that you planted in the Now just find out, as growth. They have seeds, you plant them, and it does all this. All right, now, let me show you a couple. Now, you don't let any of these pieces go to waste, because we'll get a couple pieces out of here. Take one of these, open this up, open one of them up, hook these together, and there's a chain, and that's always nice just to put on top of the wall. Now, so far, I didn't do anything too difficult. The rose does take some practice. Now, the piece that we have left here, now we're not going to waste anything. Take this and just make a little flower. Just make a couple cuts. See where we cut? Take that center section out. There's a little melon baller where you can scoop, whatever you want to call it. Put that little piece in the center. And take a toothpick. And there's a little flower. And that's nice to make little bouquets. Now when you make a small bouquet, use that potato for a base. And put some greens on top. We're going to start a whole bouquet this way. All right. Now, let me show you a couple more tools. This is a spiral slicer. It's the only knife I know of that cuts in a circle. That does sound strange, doesn't it? Do a lot of strange. Use it on any hardcore vegetable, but put it into the shape of a cylinder. So go all the way around. Take that screw, place it right in the center. Now wind it up. When that blade catches on, put your finger in the hole. Now don't press down or pull up. Put your finger in gently and let that screw pull the blade through. Now it is a knife and it is sharp. It does cut meat. One lady came back this morning. She got carried away. She went right down to her elbow. Her arm was dragging behind her, just like that. The kids will love it. Knee action slinkies, they're loads of fun. Now, one lady said that's cute. But she said, young man, she's talking to me. It's not funny. She said, that's nice, but what the heck are you going to do with the darn thing? Well, if you have company coming over and you only have one potato, you stretch it out. The more they come, the more you stretch. What they don't eat, you put back together again. Stingy devils love it. Look, take this, pull it apart, pin it together with a toothpick. You can deep fat fry it, it'll turn a golden brown. You can serve this with a roast, steak, turkey dinner your friends will go home talking about it. Maybe this time they'll say something nice. If you change your mind, put the whole thing back together again, and right where that screw went through the center, take a knife, make one slice to the outside. You'll have home fries, cottage fries, Saratoga chips, buffalo chips, bingo chips. Frisbees are loads. I'm missing some, sorry. All right, let me show you a few more about. If you do this with the carrot, make sure the carrot is at room temperature. You can parboil it, or you can stick it in the microwave for a couple seconds, because if the carrot is brittle, and as that screw goes through, it'll crack every time. Okay? Now, naturally, you're not going to do it with the cucumber, because the screw is going to catch. All right, so it has to be a solid core vegetable. What do we have here? This is the food decorator. Now, I think most of you have them. If anybody doesn't have one,
I've got some more.
we have some more. We get them at the end. Okay. Now, this is the tool that puts the fancy edges in all your fruits and vegetables. Take it, just hold it like a dagger, and just push it in. When you pull it out, it does make a perfect V. And just go right next to it. Use this on your bell peppers for your baked stuffed peppers. Watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydews, hard-boiled eggs, deviled eggs. Take it and just open it up. Remove the pulp from the inside and you can fill that with jams or jellies. For the holidays, you fill it with cranberry sauce and put one in each place set. If you have company coming over and you don't want to make a hot meal, get a couple large tomatoes. Take that tool, just go in on an angle all the way around. If you can't take that tool, push it in and pull it out. They shouldn't let you walk the streets alone. Remove the center section, you fill that with tuna salad, lobster salad, crab meat, put a radish rose or an olive on top, and there's your Swiss tomato surprise.
During the next few minutes, Mr. Rosen will create garnishes with more common tools. The animals he makes can be made by anyone. The watermelon buggy is easy to make, and you can eat any mistakes right